The hidden logic of Vietnamese street food, why 100 million people still prefer the Hadwalk. If you ask any foreigner what surprised them most about Vietnam, you hear the same answer again and again: the street food. Not just the flavors, though those are unforgettable, but the entire ecosystem built around it. Tiny plastic stools, crowded sidewalks, smoky grills, vendors yelling out orders faster than you can understand. Everything looks chaotic. But behind that chaos is a very old, very intelligent system that shapes how Vietnamese people eat, socialize, and even survive in cities that grow denser every year. This is the logic of Vietnamese street food, a logic most foreigners never see. 1. Street food is Vietnam's public living room. In many Western countries, eating is a private activity, restaurants are enclosed spaces, and strangers rarely share tables. But in Vietnam, food is a public ritual. A sidewalk is not just a place to walk, it's a kitchen, a dining room, a meeting point, and sometimes a workplace. At 7 a.m. in Hanoi, you'll see office workers sitting shoulder to shoulder with motorbike drivers eating bun ryu. At 11 p.m. in Ho Chi Minh City, teenagers gather around tra sua stalls, while construction workers order late-night com tom. Everyone sits on the same tiny stool. Everyone breathes the same grilled meat smoke. The logic is simple. Eating together builds community, it erases social barriers, it creates comfort in the middle of a noisy city. A Canadian tourist once said after finishing a bowl of pho on Pham Viet Chan, "The lady next to me cut lime into my bowl without asking. At home, that would feel rude. Here, it felt like she was taking care of me." That moment explains Vietnamese food culture better than any guidebook. Then, to the economy behind the sidewalk bowl. Vietnamese street food isn't just cultural, it's deeply economic. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, street food vendors make up 65% of Vietnam's food service sector, serving more than 25 million meals every day. Why so huge? Because street food is cheap. A full meal costs between 25,000, 45,000 VND, $1 to $2. Fast, most dishes serve in under 2 minutes. Fresh, ingredients are bought daily from wet markets. Flexible, vendors can move or adjust menus instantly. For many families, a street food stall is their entire livelihood, and they run it with military precision. Take the famous banh mi stall on Huynh Hoan, Saigon. Every morning at 3:30 a.m., the family begins slicing pork, mixing pate, baking bread, preparing baskets of cucumbers and herbs. By 6 a.m., a line rouser on the block. They held 3,000 baguettes a day. A business built not in a shop, but on the sidewalk. 3. Why Vietnamese food tastes better outside. Foreigners always ask, why does the same pho taste better on the street than in a restaurant? There are 3 secrets. 1. Heat and speed. Vietnamese cooking depends on lo learn. Big fire. Woks must be blazing, meat must sear instantly, the street allows huge flames that indoor restaurants don't. Freshness. Vendors buy ingredients at 4 a.m. and sell everything by noon. Nothing sits in a fridge for days, nothing is pre-made. Micro-specialization. A restaurant serves 30 dishes, a street cart serves 1 or maybe 2. A bun cha grandma has grilled pork every day for 25 years. A pho ball uncle knows exactly when bones release their sweetness. A bun seo lady flips the batter so perfectly she doesn't even look at the pan. This laser focus creates excellence. A French traveler once told a journalist, "I ate Michelin star food in Paris, but the best thing in my life was a bowl of snail noodle on a Hanoi Hadwalk." 4. The science of the sidewalk stool. Foreigners often joke about Vietnam, they famously tiny plastic stools. But these stools are not random, they are designed for street life. They are cheap, they are stackable, they fit anywhere, they keep customers low, close to the sidewalk where food is served, and most importantly, they create turnover. A street food vendor needs fast rotation to survive. A small stool makes you comfortable enough to enjoy the food, but not comfortable enough to stow for 3 hours. That is sidewalk psychology. 5. Real stories from the street. The 87-year-old pho grandma of Hanoi. Near Hoang Kiem Lake, a grandmother named Lan has served pho ga for 50 years. Her kitchen is not a building, it's a metal cart and 2 pots. She refuses to expand, she refuses to use delivery apps. When asked why, she simply said, "If I move inside, my customers won't find me. The sidewalk is my home." On weekends, she sells out before 8 a.m. The student who became a Saigon legend. In District 4, a university student named Tuan started grilling oysters from a borrowed cart in 2013. He had 1 dish, Neo Nung Mohan. Today, his stall has 12 employees and serves 1,000 customers nightly. Foreign bloggers call it the Oyster Street of Saigon. Tuan says, "My dream was not a restaurant. My dream was 1 perfect grill." Then 6, why the sidewalk survives, even as cities modernize. Vietnam cities are becoming more modern every year. New malls, new chain restaurants, new luxury cafes, and yet the street food culture remains untouched. Why? Because street food is faster than fast food, cheaper than home cooking, more authentic than restaurants, more social than coffee shops. Even young people, the TikTok generation, still choose street food as their daily lifestyle. A 2024 survey by Q and Me found 79% of Vietnamese Gen Z eat street food at least 3 times per week. 56% say street food fuels more Vietnamese than restaurant food. Street food isn't disappearing. It is evolving. More stalls now accept digital payments. Some wear uniforms. Some even have QR menus. The essence stays the same. Food, people, sidewalk. 7, for foreigners how to understand and enjoy it. To truly understand Vietnamese street food, foreigners should follow through rules. Rule number 1, trust the crowd. If a stall is full of locals, the food is good. Vietnamese people do not tolerate bad food, especially not at breakfast. Rule number 2, sit anywhere. Sharing a table with strangers is normal. It's not awkward, it's friendship in progress. Rule number 3, don't overthink hygiene. Street food looks messy, but is usually extremely fresh. Everything is built daily and cooked at high heat. More importantly, millions of Vietnamese people eat this food every single day and have for generations. 8, the heart of the Vietnamese sidewalk. Vietnamese street food isn't just about eating. It's about life. It's where workers rest after a long shift. It's where teenagers flirt. It's where friends gather after midnight. It's where families earn a living. It's where strangers become neighbors. Street food is the heartbeat of Vietnam. Loud, hot, crowded, flavorful, imperfect, and deeply human. If you want to understand Vietnam, don't start with museums or markets. Start with a sidewalk stool at sunrise with steam rising from a bowl of pho and the entire city waking up around you. Because on that sidewalk, you're not just eating, you're becoming part of the culture.